Everybody. Hello. Good morning. Happy Thursday. How is everybody doing today? Pardon my little mess back here, right here. Right, where is it? Right there. Pardon my little mess right there. Going through all the booklets for the thing, and I'm not going to put them back in the file cabinets. So anyway, just calling my hot little mess out in the room. All right. So sorry about that, but I have nowhere else to set them other than on the floor, and little puppy likes to chew on paper, so I don't want her to chew up my manuals. So anyway, all right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I just want to kind of, I'm super excited about this series that I'm doing because I think it is something that everybody needs to hear. Okay. So, but before I jump right into the main part of this video, I am going to, or the main part of this live, I should say, I am going to remind you that you can win things while you are on here. Okay. All you have to do is like and comment on the video that you are watching, and you will be entered into, you will be entered into the drawing for a free one-on-one with me. Okay. So there is that. All right. Also, guys, the other thing that I want to remind you of is if you're looking at buying or selling a home, okay, there is a free checklist over on my website. The link to the website is in the description of this. Pop over there, grab that. It's free. It's free. Grab it, print it off, use it, and then that way it'll get you guys rocking and rolling. Even if you're thinking about doing it beginning of next year, next summer, or next spring, grab that. And then that way it'll just give you kind of an overview of what needs to happen. Okay. So gonna jump right into it today. My title today is Buying a Home is a mental emotional game. Okay. Buying a home is a mental emotional game. Okay. So the first question is why? Why is it? All right. So I'm going to call it out. I'm going to call the elephant out in the room with this one. It is a mental emotional game. Excuse me. I can't talk today. Because our brain protects ourselves from anything that is unusual or unknown. Okay. So think of your brain as a big Rolodex. Okay. So when we are looking, especially like first-time home buyers, when we are looking at buying a house, we know it's something we should do, or, society says it's something we should do as an adult, like buy a home, get equity in something, that kind of thing. So as an adult, it's kind of a rite of passage as an adult that you're stable enough to purchase a home, right? Okay, but here's the thing, is when we get the unknown, then our mind goes into this Rolodex in our head and be like, well, what kind of experience did I have when I didn't know something before? Okay. And it's going to crop up all the negative things that happen when you didn't know something. Okay. It's not going to remember the stuff because it's trying to protect you from, well, the last time you didn't know this and this and this happened. Okay. And that's what our brains are designed to do. It's an amazing thing. Okay. Plus, as much as we sit and we say that there is no emotion evolved around money, there always is. Okay. We play the what if scenarios in our head. Like, what if I embark into this process and I can't get the loan, or I don't have enough down payment, or I lose my job in a year, or blank, blank, blank. You can just keep going. Like, the what ifs are all unhinged and over the top with this process. Okay. Because, and you can sit there and say that you have no emotional attachment to money, and I'm going to say BS. Okay. You may not have as much emotional attachment to money as some people, but you do have emotional attachment because, and this is why, because you leave your family every day. If you're working outside the home, you leave your family every day to go to a job. You spend 8 hours or more away from your family to provide a living, to provide money for the household, to create a living. Okay. So there is emotional ties to that. You worked hard for that money, and now you're looking at spending a large chunk of it over 30 years for 30 years. Okay. So you're not strapped into just a 5-year loan. You're strapped into a 30-year loan. Okay. These are all things in our brain that trigger the emotions that trigger. So then there gets to be emotions wrapped around it. There gets to be the mental what ifs that are wrapped around it, the negativity, that kind of stuff. Okay. Then seeking advice from people, then since we need to seek out knowledge, we go to the people that we trust the most, and we go to our family, we go to our friends, we go to, maybe a trusted agent or whatever. And even though they all have your best interest at heart, they're all going to tell you probably the negative things. They're probably not going to tell you that Susie Q down the street was a low income family. She qualified for a loan and got into her small little house, and she owns it very seamlessly. They're not going to tell you those things. They're going to tell you what they heard, that Bob down the road didn't have enough money. So then he lost this beautiful home that he was looking at buying, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Those are the things that you're going to hear. They all mean well, guys. They all mean well. Nobody means to put that kind of negativity on you. It's just, it goes to the buyers beware kind of thing, and that's kind of the society that we have, is you got to be buyers beware. Okay. So then that's when all these emotions crop up, the insecurities about ourselves, the insecurities about our financing, the insecurities about moving forward in your life, because our brains and our bodies get very comfortable in just where we are. Maybe you have a good job and you're putting X amount of dollars in savings and you're paying your bills, and you have, you can pretty much go do whatever you want. But now looking at buying a home, it's going to take, maybe it's a little larger chunk than rent. You have the responsibility if the furnace goes out or the air goes out or any of those things happen. You have that responsibility that now you have to, it comes out of your pocket, not the landlord's pocket. So there's just a lot more adulting that has to happen when you are purchasing a home. Okay. So with that said, this is why it is such a mental and emotional game. Okay. This is why people get so nervous about doing this, is because we don't have the knowledge. And I'm going to tell you, from being a home buyer before being an agent, I had all of those emotions. I was scared being the CEO of my family. And I don't say that loosely, but being the CEO of my family and being the person that researches everything. Like, even my husband and I are a great team. Like we just work well together. I may handle like the day-to-day finances, but he is my, he's also my accounting team, I guess, as I want to say. And we talk about finances all the time. We talk about this, that, what's in the account, what's not, what's got to come out. We talk about that. We converse about that. Okay. And he backs me up on things like, say we're short one paycheck or whatever. And we're like, hey, we got this that's all coming out, but we're going to be a little short because you were sick or, whatever. Okay. So we work together. All right. However, as the CEO and the researcher of it, the things that I didn't know the first and second time that I bought, I do know now as an agent. Okay. And it's not near as scary. Now, I'm not saying that everybody needs to go out and become a real estate agent. I'm not saying that. Okay. But what I'm saying is the knowledge I gained from each time doing it, and the knowledge I've gained since then, like, it's not near as scary now. Okay. And it's not near as emotional, and it's not near as terrifying, and it's not near as confusing and overwhelming as what it is, what it felt like in the first couple times that we bought a house. Okay. Because each house buying experience is different. I don't care if you've done it 2, 3, 4 times. whatever. Each house buying experience is different. Now you take away knowledge from each time you do it, from each experience, but and you learn each time. So it does get a little easier because you know what to expect. But there's still things you learn with every home purchasing experience. Okay. So, but knowing what I know then, knowing what I didn't know then, knowing it now, it's made the process a whole lot less emotional. And I realized what kind of mind game it really is. And I see it every day with my buying clients. Well, I didn't have to do that last time. That is a typical thing. Like when they go and we ask them to do something, whether financing or whatever, even if they've been in a house for 10 years, they'll be like, well, I didn't have to do that last time. Well, the rules have changed, the rules have changed. Or they'll say, well, I didn't know I needed that, or I didn't, that kind of thing. So that's why I recommend, that's why I wanted you guys to sit back and really think about the mental and the emotional mind game that happens with this, and to do your research on it before you embark on this. And don't do just your research between Uncle Bob and Susie Q down the street. Do your research online. Do your research with an agent. Do your research, everything. Have them, if you get an agent, have them be transparent with you. Have them walk you through the process. Have them tell you, what to expect. Okay. What to expect, what to start with, what to expect. Okay. Or you guys can simply go to my website too. And I do have that buyer's course that is coming up. Okay. It's in the process of being tested right now. So I just want to make sure before I put it out for you guys that it's got all the information in it that we need in a good format. Okay. And then, but it's also at a discount right now, guys. I'm going to tell you that when it is launched, it is going to go back up to regular price. So it is at a discount, and it is going to go up to regular price. Okay. And it's over half off right now because it's a pre-sale of it. All right. Even if you buy it now and don't look at it till January, that's totally fine. Just get it while it's on a discount, and then it should be up here in next week. Okay. So, but get it now, and then you can start gaining your knowledge, start learning. Take some of the emotional and the mental game out of it. Settle the what ifs in your head. Settle the fact that, you didn't know about it. If you get a good overview of whatever you're trying to do, it makes it a lot easier. Okay. How many times have we in our life said, okay, I'm here and I want to be here. And then we're like, but I don't know how to get here. Okay. So then you have to start researching how to get here. And sometimes you research and then you have to go back and you have to circle back and start again and do the same research because like you hit a roadblock or, hit a whatever. But, so it's always good to research from here, start here, research. Okay. Grab my course. Like I said, it is over half off right now. And that price is going to go up when it launches. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of put that, guys, all out to you guys. So it is there. The link to it is in the description of this video. Okay. So, but take out the mental and the emotional game. You're still going to have emotions with what you're buying. It is an emotional thing. And if somebody tells you it's just buying a house, they are filling you full of bull crap. They're just trying to tell you what you want to hear. So you will either use them or, whatever. Okay. But it is emotional because you do have emotional ties with the fact that you are going to have a loan. Everybody's like, you need to be debt free. You need to be debt free. You need to be debt free. And then you go purchase a house and it's on a 30-year mortgage. Well, how are you going to do that? How are you going to come up with 100 and some thousand in a few months? Okay. Or in a year to become debt free. Okay. So that's where it trips people up. All right. It is a good investment to purchase a home. It just is. Okay. It is one of the few loans that you'll get that you'll actually gain value on your property. Even if you do keep it the full 30 years, you should gain value on your property. Okay. So I hope this kind of helps you guys to realize that there is a lot more emotional. It's not just a business transaction. It's not just Yeah, it's not just a business transaction. It's not just a sale. It is, and it's not just you buying something. We have emotions with buying something every day. It gives us a hit of dopamine. If you go and out and you buy a new shirt, you're like, oh, I love this shirt. I'm buying it. Oh, I'm happy. I bought that shirt. You know, and it's a little point. So, but the thing is with, and then you get it home and you start looking at it in the mirror and you're like, well, this didn't look as good on as it did in the store. So then you start having a little buyer's remorse or a little guilt. And that happens when you're buying a home too. There is lots of emotions and there is lots of mind games that your mind plays on you when you are purchasing a home. Okay. So think about that. Know that it is there. Do your research to find out what the process is. Ease some of those what ifs. Talk about some of the what ifs with your agent. Talk about some of the what ifs when you're with your lender. Okay. There are things that you probably don't know or you don't realize. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys love this video. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell. That way you're notified every time I'm on. I come on every day at 10 Central Time. I know I was a little late this morning. I was on another meeting call and got off a little late. I do apologize for that. But most every morning at 10 a.m. in the morning, I'm here. So in 10 a.m. Central Time. If you're watching this on any other platform, go over to YouTube. Sorry about the fact I can't talk today. Pop over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button and that bell, and then that way you're notified and you can get more information like this. All right. The last thing that I'm going to tell you to do, pop over into my free Facebook group. Go over there. We're gonna have a collaborating group. We're gonna talk about all kinds of things over there. It's mom CEOs, women that run their household. Okay, and I tell you what, if you're a mom, you're a CEO of something. I'm just gonna say it. Just gonna say it. So pop over there. We're gonna be talking a lot more in depth about things like this and how to navigate some of that, the CEO mom life. So anyway, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10 Central. See you soon.